Right, welcome everybody to the next micro lesson on spring cleaning your social media. And so today we're going to walk through a quick spring cleaning process for your social media. Social media is often the first place people interact with your district, and so a quick review can really help ensure that your page and what you're using to engage with your audience is clear, professional, and supporting your goals, and not just adding to your workload. And the goal is really to help your district be more intentional, be more effective in engaging with your target audience and data informed. So some of the steps that we're going to cover today is just aligning your goals. Does your page have a strong goal? And then what is it? Who is your target audience? Are you engaging the target audience that you're intending to? Or do you need to change the content and how you're engaging with your audience? We're going to go over some page basics and content and looking at your pictures. Are they clear? Are they quality? Are they relevant to what you're doing? Looking at do people understand what you do? And then page management, who has access to your page, who shouldn't? How do you manage that with turnover? And then analyzing your data. I don't know if you know this, but you can look at the insights of your Facebook page and really focus in on who is engaging with your page and look at the demographics and how much one post is getting engagement versus another. And then getting some feedback. So a really good way to improve your page is just get a new fresh set of eyes and a new perspective on your page from someone else. So your goals, really looking at again, does your page have a strong goal and what that is? And so thinking about what inspires your posts and your photos. So as you're engaging with your audience, really thinking about what you're promoting. Are you promoting education and resources? Are you promoting programming and your events or workshops, tours, demonstrations? Or are you engaging your community? And so, really thinking about what you're posting and how you're posting it, and then looking at that data that we're going to look at and see are you engaging the target audience that you want for those specific events? So, looking at your page, so going back to the basics, looking at um, just your photos in general. Are they good quality? Are they clear? Are they recognizable? Um, are they cut off at all on your page? Are they relevant to what you do? Um, and then your about section, is that accurate? Do you say somewhere in there about what you do? Not all districts have a unique mission statement, but you can always go back to Century Code and see what the mission statement is for what soil conservation districts do, and really posting that in there so people understand what you do, why you're doing it, and people can relate to you and help learn more about you and the people that are within their community. Updating contact information. So is everything up to date in there? Are the people up to date? Are your board of supervisors, are they okay with you posting in your about section? Who is on the board? It really helps other people engage within the community and ask questions and know who to ask questions to. And then are you being consistent? So when you're posting, you think about the content that you're using. Does it align with your goals? Um, are you being consistent? How often are you posting? And then there's different ways that you can engage with the community, right? So that's you can do photos, links, reels, videos, just posts or just texts in general. How often are you using one type of engagement versus another one? And then when you look at your data here in a minute, look at which one is the most successful. Are you using one the most, but the ones that you don't use as much are getting more attention than the ones that you're using more often? Um, you can look at this within your professional dashboard, and we're going to look at that. But when you think about how you're being consistent and making sure that your branding is clear, how many times you're posting your page per week, and making sure you're being consistent so people can recognize when it's you that is posting. So reviewing your page data. So when you looking, and I'm going to talk about Facebook. I know there's different other social media platforms, but Facebook is fairly common, so we're going to use that one as an example today. But Facebook provides built-in insights that show how your posts are performing. So if you go to your Facebook page and you go to your professional dashboard, and you look on the left-hand side of the sidebar, and it's going to look a little bit different when comparing a page to a group, and I'll show you what this looks like in a second. But if you go to your professional dashboard and then go to Insights, it will give you content to explore the performance, your audience, the trends that you're doing. You can look at your posts with the highest engagements. And so you can also know which, they call it sometimes the golden hour, like when are people on Facebook the most and when should you be posting at that time? And so the peak times that people are active and logging in and active on Facebook. And so you can see when people like your page or when they're logged in, and it helps you determine when your content has the best chance of being seen by your audience. And so you can allow, this will allow you to schedule posts and maximize that visibility with your audience. And you can determine the best times, the best days to post, the content types. So you look at who is engaging with your photos, your videos, your events. Look at who your audience is. So you can look at the age, the demographics, so the age, the where they're from. You can look at the location, the gender, and then think about, is there anything surprising on that? Do you need to adjust the content to better align with the audience that is visiting your page? And then is the current audience the one that you want to reach? Is that your target audience? And if it's not, then you can adjust that. Or you can look at specific events. Who is engaging with a specific event? Is that your target audience? Or do you need to adjust with what you're promoting? So here's just an example of what this looks like very briefly. This is our leadership and civic engagement page. Again, this may look a little bit different depending on if it's a page or if it's a group within Facebook. But on the left, you see that professional dashboard and where it says Insights. And that's where you will see that data. And then when you go into the data, this is just an example of when we click on views, this is what we see. So page management. Responding to comments and messages. So, do you have a specific person that is assigned to respond to messages and comments? And, or do you have someone that is fielding questions to the page and either answering them or passing them on? This is really important to be timely. When you ask a question to um, an event page or such, you want a response as quick as possible. And that's the way to be engaging. If someone comments on an event or a picture or a video, is someone responding to that comment? So you're engaging more with your audience and improving that. Maybe you want an automatic response. Having a standard message that is automatically sent upon, receiving a question or somebody clicking and having an inquiry on an event. Sometimes it's kind of nice when you ask a question and you get a message right away that says, "Hey, I got your question. We're going to get back to you as soon as possible." I've also had, where I click on events and pretty soon I have a message in my inbox that's saying, "Hey, thanks for visiting our page. Is there anything I can help you with?" Some of those automatic responses are kind of nice and they're a little more personal. Is that something that you would like to add? And then the succession plan piece. Looking at who has access to your page. Should everyone that needs access have access to your page, or do you need to remove anybody that shouldn't anymore through turnover? Who has access to the page if there were turnover? And so there should always be um, 2 to 3 people, I would say, on the management of your Facebook page. Um, as many of you probably know, um, if one person has access to that page and that person leaves, they take that account with them. And so there's no way when the person coming in turnover can get access to that Facebook page unless they find the previous employee to get information to that page and get them access. And so if you have 2 to 3 people that have access to this page and are managers and someone leaves, then you still have 1 or 2 people that have access to that page and can manage it and can remove people as needed and add people on. Getting perspective with peer review. So looking at asking another, maybe it's asking another SCD, maybe it's asking a local entity in your community and asking them for some peer feedback. So that's one of the most valuable things that you can get is some peer feedback from someone, maybe even just someone locally. So you can ask another district to review your page or someone you trust to get just a fresh set of eyes on your page that can quickly identify the strengths that you have within your page, but then also identify some areas for improvement. So asking them, what is clear within your page? Is anything confusing? Do they understand? Is it clear like what you do? What stands out the most? What is missing? Is there any way that you um, could add anything for improvement? So here are some discussion questions. And these are the same questions that you guys have on your handout. Um, if you don't have a handout, please print that out. It goes along with this presentation, and you can discuss these questions as a group. And it's really looking at, as a review, we're looking at what your goals are, reviewing your page content, and just getting back to the basics, analyzing your data, getting some feedback, and then thinking about that turnover and succession plan and who has access to your page. And so I want you guys to take the next 15 minutes to review your page, check your data, and connect with another district for feedback. And it's the small steps that can lead to big improvements. And so take a look even at the last 10 posts that you had. Which ones got the most engagement? Which one didn't? This gives you a quick snapshot of what your audience responds to. Here is our soil and water conservation team. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Or if you have any ideas for more micro lesson training presentations, please let us know. Thank you and have a great day.